Then last year, this lace found its way to me. I have been dreaming of insertion-lace tops since I was a little girl, and I saw Charlie's Angel in one of them. So this is one of my scrapbooks. I started it in 95 or 6, I think. I used some of the things that I pinned. So I basically have a Pinterest board as well with a lot of white tops. Then last year, this lace found its way to me. It's a bit synthetic, but it's soft, so it will work. And then this doily, it's cotton, embroidered with cotton. So I ended up doing this by machine, and now I'm going to sew my lace on by hand, like that. But it will overlap a little bit like that. Look at the pretty light. And there's 2 cats. Swedish. I find when I have to do handwork, it's nice if it's tight. So what I do is I clip it into my sewing machine, and then the foot holds it, and I can pull it while I'm working. It makes it so much easier. Sewing on the insertion lace. When you work with thin material, it helps if you hold it in the back and in the front a little bit. Kind of just pull it straight and let the machine pull it through. I'm still busy with the insertion lace. So it starts like this, then I cut it in the middle there, and then what I do is, it's not the neatest, but I've been folding it over and then just sewing it down on the sides. I love that much left over. For the sleeves, I'm doing it a bit differently. I'm going to do these little seams, also folding it over and in, and then stitch it down, and then I'm going to stitch the lace on top. Just saved some material when I cut it out. Listen to the birds today. So I take that part, fold it out, fold it double, and then fold it flat in order to get that. And then I sew it down with little over stitches. This was a doily, and I cut it so that I could use it for an inset in my shirt. So these pieces were left over. I was going to put them on the sleeves, but I decided to use them for the collar. So that piece I already pinned onto the collar. You can see over there. And it works. And now I'm going to use that to cut this piece. And I'm still just debating to use this, maybe that part, cut it in half and use it as inset on the sleeve. And then I would have used up most of this doily. Because this is cotton, I can actually shape it. So this is how it wants to lie down. So it wants to curl that way. But by spraying it and then just using quite a hot iron, I'm just shaping it. So now I'm making a French seam. You sew it wrong sides together. Iron both sides, because then you get it even seam. And now I'm going to fold it together and then iron it flat again, so that I can sew it and end up with a seam like that. And the inside looks like this. Okay, so the side seams are done. I don't think it's completely right. I need to put it on again and make sure. I'm busy with the neck. I'm just going to sew that down by hand, but I'm busy just pinning. And here you can see, look how nicely it fits now. Quite happy with the progress. 200 masks later. Oh my goodness. Many days later and lots of interruptions. And I am busy putting the lace edging on around the neck and doing the sleeves. So that one still needs ironing, but it's done. I am now going to do this one, set in that part. Slowly getting there. This just happened, and he's insisting on lying on my lap. So I'm going to put the sewing away for now and give him all the attention he wants. Time to work on this top again. We have load shedding, so I'm sitting here sewing. Still a lot to do. What happens when you're trying to sew. I'm trying to find buttons for my shirt. So I'm sorting because my aim with this whole shirt is to only use the things that I have. And I might just scrap the idea of having buttons completely down the back, but I do have enough there. But I'm not sure if I like them because they're not shell buttons. I would have loved it to be shell buttons. But then if my aim is to use what I have, then that should work actually. I'm now busy with the buttonholes. So what I will do is I will do some running stitches first, just the size of the buttonhole. And now I'm going to do a blanket stitch right around. With a blanket stitch, you go out to start and in. And I want my blanket to be on the outside. So the buttonhole is almost done. I'm now going to cut it open and then go around. Oh, Bubbles! You almost put that pin in your foot, my boy. And then go around just with over stitches, just to make sure I keep it in place and it doesn't unravel. But first, this boy wants attention. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, is that nice? It's open. Now it's the beautiful job of hemming right around. I'm going to do a little roll hem, and I'm just doing small little stitches, catching it every ½ centimeter or so, or actually less, every 2 mils. This is the first part. Wrong sides together, the sleeve and the bodice get sewed with little running stitches, and now and again a back stitch, and then it will be turned to form a French seam. I know, that scene looked very pretty, but this is the reality. I'm giving in. After sewing this top by hand for the last almost 2.5 years, I'm fed up. So I'm going to put the sleeves in on the sewing machine. It's a French seam, so I've just gathered it with the sewing machine, and now I'm going to do the rest. I did start by hand, but I'm done and fed up, and I want to get this finished. It looks so pretty. I can't believe how emotional I feel about this. You always hear the saying, or I don't know if you've heard it, but I've heard it quite a lot lately. It says, done is better than perfect. And I do have a perfection streak, and I think this is part of that thing. Done is better than perfect. This is some of my vintage buttons. I think they are so beautiful. Those are wooden and hand painted. And there are so many of just beautiful buttons from the 60s. I don't know from when this is. I think it might be really old. But this is the one I'm looking for. So I need 4 buttons. Oh, there's 5 of those. That could work. Ooh, I think those little flowers will do the thing. Oh, they're so beautiful. They are stunning, but they do not fit. Those could work. Ooh. Yes. Yes, those will work. Gonna be a bit tight. Oops. But they will be perfect for this job.